The Time of Contempt is the second book in the Witcher series. I really liked this for what it was. It was setting the scene, it was story building, it was really good. There was not I don't know. I liked different parts of it for different reasons than the first one. Either way, it was 331 pages long and 7 chapters. So again, longer chapters, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my preference. I also struggled with the European names. I don't know, maybe I'm just an ignorant American, but some of the longer European names were tough to uh, uh, pronounce or remember, that kind of thing. So either way, it was like I was just kind of like that long European name. That's how I remembered it. I don't know, but it worked out good. And you got a heavy dose of politics on this one, more story building, scene setting, kind of laying the pieces for the rest of the series. So that to me wasn't quite as exciting as the first book, but it's okay. It needs to be done. All series kind of have that scene setting. My favorite part, though, of this book was Ciri in the desert. So she's trapped in the desert, and it, to me, was really cool. Like, she was on her own, doing her own thing. You know, she's got all the skills, all the powers, and she's trapped alone in an unknown desert landscape. She does a good job trying to survive, and it reminded me of the Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean scene where he's just like trapped in a desert. So really neat, really cool. Some of the creatures in the desert were like, whoa, super scary. The meet up with the rats, that is really cool. So Ciri ends up meeting with a band of miscreants whose nickname is the Rats, and she gets to that's kind of the hook for the next book, right? Right at the end, she meets up with a band of travelers. It's like, oh, I gotta find out what happens more. So wait to see what happens next. And let's see. Yeah, all the endings so far have done that. The first book and this one as well made me want to keep reading as soon as I finished it. I gotta start the next one. So that was really neat. Solid book. I'm looking forward to the third one. The Witcher series, it's so unique. It's cool. There's politics, there's magic, there's swords play, there's survival, there's, you know, the war between the kings, there's the sorcerers and the enchantresses also doing their thing, there's the witchers, there's the monsters, there's just regular people running around too. It's just a neat medieval fantasy novel that really is on par with or even better than Game of Thrones. The books aren't super huge like Game of Thrones, and they just kind of grab you and don't let go. So really like the Witcher series. This is book 2, The Time of Contempt, and buy your books used if you can.